He was the subject of the 1989 movie True Believer about the Chinatown, San Francisco murder case, which he won an acquittal for Chol Soo-lee, the defendant. He also successfully defended Black Panther Party for self-defense leader Huey Newton in a murder trial. Mr. Serra opposes all social systems that subjugate poor people. Mostly, he seeks to defend outlaws and indigent clients. His peers have called him a warrior, a saint, a national treasure, and a hero.
Yeah, win a case here. Yeah, it's a political case. Cry it out through the media. At the march in this country, totalitarianism has never abated. No radical lawyer has ever stayed its course. I've been doing it now 45, probably perceptive view to the movement of change for 50, and it only got worse. There was once a Fourth Amendment. There was once a First Amendment. There was once a Fifth Amendment. They're riddled now. The exceptions wag the tail of the rule. We march, ultimately to the tune of the executive. The executive body has swallowed the legislative. The executive body, I'm talking from president down to the police officer on the corner of the street, they've swallowed the judiciary. There's a crying need for radical lawyers and activists and voices of dissent, and yet a very shallow response to the call. Berkeley, California, the citadel of demonstration, the citadel of radical ideology, the citadel of the foment that is the precipient of change. I went to UC Berkeley Law School, and I started during the free speech movement, all the demonstrations and the protests and the street people and the students and direct actions and police and arrests. Now they're quiet now, man. Just a very few. Very sad from my perspective. You devote, let's say, a life to certain hopeful changes, evolution, of ideas, of behavior, of human conditions, and it only fucking got worse. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, what does the radical lawyer do, and what does the activist do? We embrace the antithesis. Wherever the fuck you see it, I'm against. I'm only against. I have only words for war. I have no words for peace. I have no words for love. I have no words for beauty. I have no words for truth. I have only words to oppose. I am a rebellious Samanic fist in the face of the establishment. So says the activist. So says the radical lawyer. And you have an abiding faith, almost a religious faith, that in the evolution of ideas and behavior, that every step, every increment, every strata that is new is better. More for more. I can remember, man, it was so beautiful. I was just like, as I look back, a young kid, but like in my early 20s, in SF State, there's a big revolution. They kicked out like half of the professors. Professor Hayakawa, I don't know how you remember the history. I represented a bomber there. I represented more bombers than probably anyone in the country. And this guy brought a bomb, but then didn't go off. He was, I won't say what group he was in. But this fabulous professor, well, what do you want? We want more. That's all. We want more. We want more education. We want more jobs. We want more money. We want more respect. We want more dignity. We want more. That encapsulated it. That he's a radical. That's what radical is. What is the ultimate ratification of the philosophy? I always said, and it's kind of sad to say, all my life I fight. I fight the fucking snitches. I fight, you know, the undercover marks and the undercover FBI, the clandestine, you know, the Orwellian spy society that they have created. When I'm best is when I'm cross-examining a perjurious motherfucking snitch. And all the gladiatorial, you know, the momentum that I can bring to bear, I bring to bear. And cross-examination is a trial lawyer's weapon. And long ago I decided that the object of that weapon that sometimes I can perfect should only be used against those witnesses who are governmental and perjurious, brutal, uncompromising, all of that. I represented, and I put him in the same category as Martin Luther King and Thomas Paine and Henry David Thoreau and Emerson and Webster. I've represented the SLA, the New World Liberation Front, the ELF, the ALF, the Black Panthers, the White Panthers, Nuestra Familia, Norteño. I've represented all of the groups, and what I'm trying to say is they are the antithesis. They embrace by act and by word the need for reform.